everyone, it's me, of course, Queen Phobia. Charot, nalive na ko sa name, guys. And today, I'm doing a request from a friend. She wanted me to make a video about how to choose the right people to hang out with. So, aka friends. Okay, let's go. So, being with a group of friends, okay, I have a little group, I only have a little, circle of friends, because for me, it's more good that way. I mean, before, I wanted a lot of friends, a lot, but I kind of noticed, medyo yung mga times na di dyan mo ko kasi nabutanan ng kuhaan ng mga type of tao. I mean, I know I'm not the only one who does this, but back when I was, still a toxic person, I hate to admit it, but it's true. I used to be toxic, and I hated it. So yeah, so back then, you would change your personality and everything, so you would be part of the group. For example, I used to love this sort of hobby, but the new group of people or this sort of person doesn't actually like it at all, so you have to not do that hobby anymore, and you will tell her, oh, I don't like that too. It's you're changing yourself. Imuhang gipag ko, imuhang gi adjust mo kagulingon para lang mo join na grupo. You were desperate to join that group, for sure. Tingnan na ba? If you're wondering, igana ni kakuha ng ron is because shock mo, guys, nakahurot ko 2 ka butilya sa soju. Oh my god. So yeah, and so I can only give this katong request na ako two characteristics lang dito mga tao when it comes to barkadas. There are ones that are true, there are ones who are toxic. Blur the faces. I have to blur that, okay? Ito kanahan mo sa dira. Oops! The good people are the people right here. The people. Hi. They're the people that you can really trust when it comes to secrets, problems. Always there when you need their back. Everything that they are the type of people that you want to hang out with. But you also need to limit lang. We all know not all the time na sila dala para nimo. So you also have to adjust it, then you can do it by yourself. Okay? Because you can't actually balance everything. For example, you have too much problems, you share to them, gave you everything. So I don't know, it's heavy. Para nila maburden na ka. Okay, instead of you giving them happy vibes or some other vibe, you're giving them more problems, like a headache. Believe me, I did that to them too. I mean, there was this one problem of mine recently. I told a bunch of friends about it, and they told me to grow up. You grow up, you should learn from your mistakes, and don't ever do it again. Which is I did. Thank God. And I moved on about it. Yeah. So toxic people. Photo that I showed earlier. Yeah. There's actually more of those people here in the world. Di man dito makalikay. Some appear as this good people. Good ass people. that I look kind. But to be honest, they're backstabbers. They are. So you better watch out for them. It's not kind of that's not really easy to deal with, but koan lang. All I want you to learn is don't share everything about your life. Okay? Di pwede tanan. Okay na ng birthday ka na, pero not those like parts of your life na nahitabo, like this certain event that happened in your life that was actually like, let's just say na let's just say na this event sa imuhang life was the worst and you don't want it to do it again or mention it again, and then when it comes to comebacks, aka like anong mag-away-away mas barkada, then mukalit na dayon na siya koan ba, they would use it against you and you don't actually got something to defend yourself back. So if I were you, don't share any embarrassing or worse things that happen in your life, because they would actually use it against you. They already found your weakness, and once they found your weakness, you're easy to easily get defeated. Okay, if kuha na ganin arcade game to katong, I forgot the name of the game. If ihanana to the game, I know it was like that. KO na ka. Okay, and there's more. You should observe the group. If you're joining a group, you have to observe them. Observe their topics. Observe everything. Observe their body language, of course. Because if you notice gani na they don't want you around, it's better to leave. You better leave na lang. If they're wondering why, just do it. I mean, you can actually tell if they want you in the group. It's simple, Raman. I mean, yes, they welcomed you with open arms, but not every time that somebody welcomes you in the group, they actually would accept you or like you instantly. So that's why, diba naman dun at times na once you join a new group or have a new friend, you have to gain their trust. You have to be friendly. Be friendly to one another and trust each other, because that is like good thing. But if you're noticing some traits with some sort of people, like they don't want you in a group. For example, all of you are sitting together talking about something, and then you want to open up a topic, and then once you opened up the topic, there would be one or two members of the group na would talk something different, and the others would talk something different. So while you are talking, they're talking about something else. Like they're bored when every time you're like talking to them, or you're just not interested in talking. Just leave. Get your chair and get out of the club. They don't deserve you, honey. There's a lot of more people in the world that actually deserves you. So get out of the group. Okay? And then one more thing. Have you ever tried like hanging out with a group of people? Those group of people, and instead of I want to have fun too, like I mean, they invited you out, so of course they want you to have fun too. But instead, they're the only ones who are having fun and you're not. So you're like, what am I supposed to do here? Should I just stare at them or something? That's like the worst part when it comes to like friend hangouts. Like you don't actually know what to do and shit. So you feel like you're out of place. It's kind of sad, right? It's kind of sad though. Yeah. Sorry. And I'm just using some stuff that based on what I remember when I used to have toxic friends in my life. So yeah, of course I have a ton of experience without this, but when I was in 6th grade, I have this group of friends. Okay, I will just do that. Okay. I remember that there was this Saturday that we always have an exam, and then after that I have to stay in school because I have choir practice after that. So after examination, others can go home while I'm still staying at school. So I can still go out of school. So that time they want me to like to free them food. So there was a nearby mall near our school, so we went there, and I paid for everything. Like I almost pay like for everything, food from other places, food from school. Even they took my money and my water, especially water. Okay, like back then my mom always like fetched me when I'm at school because my school is far away back then, and that was actually sad for my part because sometimes my mom would pick me up like 6 or 7 p.m. already because it was really far away from where we are staying now. So yeah, so my problem was the water. Water was really important that time. I'm okay if I don't eat anything as long as I have water, but my water jug is always empty, so that was like a bummer for me. That was already like a big sign to leave the group, but I really wanted to have friends, so I had to stick with them even though we're toxic. That was it was like a sad part for me. And then good thing I decided like to transfer to another school because if I didn't, I would suffer. How many years? I'm not ready for that. Yeah, no, I'm really not. And one more thing, if when it comes to toxic people, have you ever like tried to join a group and then there was this like type of leader, like there's something called a leader thingy. It's like a gang, like that. So if taas ka niyang pride ana niya, ayaw na nagdayon ha. Believe me, don't. If ever you're watching this, I'm sorry. A friend of mine needed a help. Choose your friends wisely, okay? Because some of them will stay with you, some of them will leave. So you have to choose them wisely. Cherish every moment with them, especially with your family, not just friends. Just, have fun. Put those problems away. And now focus on the fun, okay? Focus on the problem when, suddenly pops on in your head. But if you're willing to share it to the group, share it. If you feel like they're true friends, okay? So that's all. I hope somebody learned from it. This joke was just based on my experience. And I'll see you next time. Bye.